Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Now at 5 a.m. on your Monday, as we look at a round of storms heading into central Kentucky, that bad weather may be to blame already for a wreck overnight in Lexington. We'll have the latest coming up.
2 suspects involved in a weekend murder are still on the loose in Lexington. We'll have more on this.
And also this morning, a string of vandalism as church leaders calling for a change. Those stories and more. Breaking news as it happens. Coming up on WKYT This Morning. Hey, good morning and welcome. It's good to have you with us on WKYT. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. I know a lot of people enjoyed that Wildcat win over South Carolina. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Yeah, it was a very exciting football weekend.
No doubt about that. Lots of big wins and a lot of games to talk about, and we'll do that in sports. Let's check in with Micah. This is a first alert severe weather day as we watch for the potential of strong storms later today. Micah?
And why we don't have those strong severe storms right now, let's go ahead and say congratulations to EKU. 5-0 to start off the season. Pretty remarkable. So congratulations to you guys too. Down toward the southern zones, holding on to some strong storms. I mean, it's really just some lightning strikes and also some pretty heavy downpours. Not getting much out of these as of right now, but we'll still need to be watching those closely as they travel toward Pulaski County. Somerset, you're about to get in on the mix, especially if you are downtown and south of Somerset. That's the best location to actually see that cell. And then another one back toward Columbia as they're just continuing to move on in. Monticello, you're not really getting hit by this, nor are you over toward Clinton County. Most of that's going to stay to the north of you guys. 68 by the afternoon. It's not about the temperatures, it's about those storms. We're looking at for potential. It's the potential for some severe weather, and I'll go over that and what these weather models are now saying coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thank you, and let's get to the news.
As bad weather moves into the bluegrass, the weather may have played a factor in an overnight wreck in Lexington.
That wreck happened on Old Todd's Road minutes before midnight. It shut down the road for nearly 2 hours. Fire officials on the scene say a woman was driving down Old Todd's when she lost control, went off of the road and hit a tree. Police say her speed and the weather may have caused the wreck. She was taken to UK hospital with life-threatening injuries. A London man is facing murder charges this morning after a deadly crash in Clay County over the weekend. Kentucky State Police say 26-year-old Rodney Bowling was driving northbound on Highway 421 Saturday when he crossed into the other lane. We're told he hit a Ford Ranger head-on. Police say the driver of the Ford Ranger, Ronnie Mitchell, died at the scene. Crews airlifted 2 passengers in Mitchell's car to UK Hospital, and they took Bowling to Manchester Memorial Hospital, where police later arrested him, and he is charged with murder, assault, and DUI.
Well, this morning, Lexington police are still looking for 2 killers after a man was shot and killed in his own home this weekend.
Police are telling us that 2 men were involved in killing Darnell Bates in his home on Addy Alley. WKYT's Mark Barber is live from the Goo Car Wash where Bates worked before his death. Mark, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Those close to Darnell Bates say that the 36-year-old was just promoted to general manager here 2 weeks ago. Now, police tell us the father of 2 was shot and killed around 4:50 yesterday morning when 2 men forced their way into his home on Addy Street. Investigators tell us Bates was in the front room of his house, and the home invaders shot him in the back when he started fighting back. Officers say they are still trying to figure out why he was shot. We're told police are interviewing his cousin and a friend who were both in the house during the shooting. We're told the armed men were last seen running toward 5th Street and Broadway, wearing masks and dark clothes. Bates' co-workers tell us his death has left them angry and confused.
We don't know where to go from there. It's all new to us. It's all fresh. It's unreal. It is a tragedy that should never happen.
Now, they have set up a donation jar here at Goo Car Wash that will help cover the cost of his funeral, and that will also benefit his 11-year-old daughter. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you. A string of vandalism in a Lexington neighborhood has some church members saying that enough is enough. Many people living near St. John's Missionary Baptist Church called police to report that their cars had been vandalized over the weekend. The damage included slashed out tires and broken windows. And church members say they have been targeted by vandals there before.
I wish they would just leave this alone.
Velma Johnson hopes to have the church van repaired by the end of the week. At this time, she is unsure how much those repairs will cost.
Well, police are investigating a robbery at the Fayette Mall that involves a teenager. Police say a 16-year-old met someone in the parking lot and bought a pair of shoes. We're told when the victim handed over the money, the seller gave him an empty shoebox. The seller then took off in his car, and the teen tried to jump on it to try and stop him. He does have some minor injuries, but did not have to go to the hospital.
A memorial for a recent Georgetown College graduate killed in South America will be held later today. Erica Hagan was found dead in her apartment in Chile last month. Chilean authorities have arrested a security guard who worked at the school where she taught. A memorial for Hagan will be held at the Georgetown College campus starting at 4 this afternoon. It will be in the John L. Hill Chapel.
Well, for the first time ever, a beautification mass has been held in the United States. This weekend, Pope Francis beatified a beloved New Jersey nun in Newark's Sacred Heart Basilica. Sister Miriam Teresa Demjanovic of the Sisters of Charity of St. Elizabeth was proclaimed blessed. Sister Miriam was a nun for just 2 years before she died at the age of 26 from appendicitis. She's one of only 7 beatified Americans. Thank you. Families in Lexington braved the cooler temperatures to participate in the Fire Prevention Parade and Festival. The festival kicked off National Fire Prevention Week. The Lexington Fire Department and local businesses were there handing out smoke detectors. Fire crews also set up safety activities to teach people the importance of fire safety.
The Wildcats' epic win over the South Carolina Gamecocks on Saturday didn't come without a price. The SEC announced that it has fined Kentucky because its fans rushed the field after the 45-38 upset. That fine, $25,000. Kentucky was also penalized back in 2006 and 2007, but got a smaller fine this time around since their latest offense was more than 3 years ago. Ole Miss was fined $50,000 for rushing this weekend as well.